What is up, guys? My name's the Simian. My name is Yin. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? Alright, guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about a Sims tweet from the Sims team that actually is sparking rumors about maybe an upcoming dating pack, and as well as getting into some Sim Gurus questions and statements, and we are also going to be diving deep into the roadmap. With that being said, I do want to express all the love and concerns you guys had over my last video, where I said I was going to be branching out into more simulation games. I appreciate all the responses. I hear you, I see them, and it's going to be coming very soon on my channel towards the end of this week. With that being said, let's dive into the first topic. And we know The Sims has been tweeting out nothing but Horse Ranch expansion packs, but with their latest SDX drop. Now, this SDX drop did have a lot of controversy going on, especially because the toddlers weren't able to use the lunch boxes, but they ended up tweeting out saying single, taken, and then with the check mark, it's complicated. And when we say complicated, we mean we're in love with multiple Sims. Now, many people took this, ran with it, and was like, what does this mean? So there's a lot of speculation going on out there, and we're going to get into that in just a second. But I did want to ask, what are some romantic interactions that can be added into The Sims 4? Very curious to know your thoughts and opinions, but also we are going to get into a couple of Simmers tweets, because although you would think that a lot of people were kind of excited about what could possibly be going on with what this tweet meant, many Simmers took it to Twitter to announce their concerns. Some people said FPS drop fix, reverse console controls, check mark, it's complicated. And when we say complicated, we mean more kits are coming. And that was by Lunar Brittany. Jeremiah said, feel bored, go to the beach, check mark, it's complicated. And when I say I recently got 5 radio stations from Bowling Night Stuff Pack, Jungle Adventure, Get Famous to the base game, Growing Together, and SDX from June 20th, 2023, I want my last and final wish before summer ends. Someone else by the name of Chio said, we play The Sims, we don't play The Sims, check mark, it's complicated. And when we say complicated, we mean we're facing a lot of glitches and bugs, and plus FPS drops. Again, many Simmers are very frustrated with the state of where the Sims is right now. And someone else by the name of Abby checkmark saying it's complicated. And when we say complicated, we mean we don't give two shits about our console players. Yikes, people were going in on the Sims team. And someone else by the name of Jill said, checkmark, it's complicated. We haven't had a stuff pack in almost 3 years. And while other mini Simmers were frustrated, many actually took to Twitter to think about maybe this could possibly be a romance pack coming soon. And what does this mean? We do know there's 2 kits that are waiting to be revealed, and which we'll get into later, but let's get into some Simmers tweets. And someone by the name of Cat Lover said, a romance update. Michael ended up saying, you're talking about love and relationships, and this game is the most lacking when it comes to interactions and romance for couples like every other gameplay aspect. Hell yeah, I even miss Sims 1 romance. It was far more advanced and well done for its age. Now, I never played Sims 1, but I will be surprised that if we do end up getting more romance. We do know that with romantic garden stuff, we didn't have anything, and interactions come with that as well. It was just more so for build and buy and decor. My wedding stories, you would think that because it's an entire, game pack surrounded by love and weddings, that we would have gotten way more romance interactions. Unfortunately, we didn't. I feel like the most romance and interactions that we've gotten in a while was with the big UI update that came with Growing Together a couple of months ago. Growing Together actually introduced a lot of different interactions that you could have with not only elders, but your teens, the adults, the childrens, the toddlers, the infants, which was one of the big things that people took away from Growing Together, because infants was something that was much needed and included with gameplay when it came down to those Simmers who were specifically for storytelling. Now, with that being said, I'm very curious to hear your opinions on what you guys would think this tweet means. In my personal opinion, I do think that we could possibly be getting a romance update. I mean, you have to understand that it's going to be The Sims 20th anniversary, and anniversary, when people think anniversary, they think love, they think celebration, they think romance. I don't know. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together, but that's, again, my personal opinion. I feel like if we did get something like that, it wouldn't be a kit, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a stuff or game pack, not something expansion pack worthy. But again, it could just also be like a huge base game update that a lot of us just are kind of tired of seeing the same old interactions and UI when it comes down to new packs being released. It seems like only the builders are probably getting the long end of the stick, rather than the gameplay storytellers or people that are really into create a sim getting the short end in the cup. you know? So again, let me know down below in the comments your opinions on this and what do you guys think would be, you know, happening when it comes down to The Sims 4. Again, we do know the state of the Sims 4 franchise is kind of going a little bit downhill after recent packs and updates and glitches and bugs and issues, and it's just one problem after another, and the consistency is just not matching up to the amount of money that we are spending as consumers. Again, we are going to get into the very next topic, and that is speculating some SimGuru statements that have actually been made from a Simatically's tweet. So Simatically actually tweeted, unpopular opinion, needs in Sim 4 decay way too slowly, making them not challenging at all. I'm used to Sims 2 or even Sims 3 where needs are more significant part of the challenge, and in The Sims 4, I find it hard to fill my Sims time between other commitments. Now Magnetic, who's a SimGuru principal designer over on The Sims 4, said, I wonder if we could explore a needs decay an option that lets you adjust the frequency so you can set more or less based on the playstyle you want to have. That would be awesome, but again, my thoughts and opinions in just a second. But SimGuru Arvin, who we are introducing over on the channel, because I don't think we've ever covered anything that SimGuru Arvin has said, and he is actually a quality designer on the Sims 4 team, and he went ahead and said, we have a cheat that immediately fills all needs so we can test things faster. During this time, we don't test for tuning. Do you really think needs should decay at a more rapid pace? What does everyone else think? Is this an unpopular opinion? Haha, I'm curious too. Now, Jack of All Games ended up stating, but ultimately, this is where I think Sim 4 should take a leaf out of the Sims 2 Stories games, where you could choose your difficulty where we decide how fast needs decay and how expensive bills are. And if you look over down in this Sims 2 screenshot in which he posted, saying difficulty settings, easy, medium, and hard, and you could basically display this. Now, he ended up responding back to this saying, thanks for your input, and yeah, those are all things our designers can look into. Thanks for letting us know about this. Who knows, maybe this can be something we do in the future. Feedback is always appreciated. Now, with the amount of feedback that's going into The Sims 4, and we do know that there's over 60 plus DLCs with over 1,000 plus charged altogether, many Simmers are growing frustrated as to what else could they be adding or what else can they do to make The Sims better. Now, again, we are speculating with the new roadmap. We are missing 2 new kits that were supposed to be coming for this summer. And again, it is still late August. I'm thinking maybe if not this week, next week, 110% for sure. Again, we've already received the Root into an expansion pack, which was the Horse Ranch EP. We did receive the base game update that came along with that. And there was already the Sims behind the Sims Summit. And again, the more had to probably most likely do with the SDX drop. Again, there is so much that the Sims could do, but there's so much that still feels so empty. Again, I'm waiting to see what could possibly happen, but in the meantime, I am going to be covering other news such as Paralives and Life by You. You guys have been wanting me to talk more about that, and again, I've seen your comments in the previous YouTube video, so again, thank you for that. I also want to throw in that I am going to be bringing back my podcast, which is coming back tomorrow, and it'll be posted at 10 a.m. over on Spotify. Please go check that out. I will actually link that down below in the description if any of you guys are interested. I can officially say we are on the road to 30K. That is so amazing. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you, whether you're a silent viewer, you comment on my channel, you leave a like, which truly does help out my channel. At the end of the day, you still showed me some kind of support, and for that, I thank you. Again, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.